All right, folks. Day one of ICAST. We did the sneak peek. Wade showed us that sort of weird half roto grip with a little right angle. John's here now. He's going to show us really what it's for. But that's what we filmed the other day. What do you got?
So we looked. A couple of you guys were right. I think that Luther, our founder, he pushed out a little bit of a teaser, so a couple guys kind of actually nailed it on the head. So this is going to be the track mount for our new measuring board called the Leaderboard. So as far as the track mount goes, we're going to sell the track mount a couple different ways. That simple little track mount that if you want to mount your board in line with your track, just going to snap in place just like that. Simple, easy peasy. Rotor grip and that compression really makes it simple and nice. I know people have been kind of DIYing our park and pull rotor grip and double header with some other boards in the past, but this one just makes a lot of sense. So, when we come out with this board, we're still in kind of the final prototyping stages, so we're not ready to release a price point. But as far as the board's concerned, the board is going to be an injection molded polycarbonate board. This board will be wider than most, so it's going to really cradle those 24, 25-inch largemouth, so it's going to sit really nice. One thing, it's going to feature an identifier holder built into the vertical fence on the end, so that's going to be right there. It's going to make it to where you don't lose your identifier. It's simple, built into the board. You don't need anything additional. We will have additional identifier holders if you're fishing multiple tournaments. You could really line the board with that if you want, and then it doesn't inhibit the track mount at all. So that makes it clean and simple. The board itself is going to be 28 inches, so it's going to fit 99% of the bass that people are going to catch in the United States. And then the one, to me, it was a pretty unique, cool feature that I really like, but there's a lot of chaos going on in tournaments. There's a lot that you have to think about. And so we're trying to make to where we have these cull tabs built into the board. And so when you're fishing a tournament and you've got a 17 1/4 and a 15 or your two smallest, identify those with the moving cull tabs, and then as you
just slide these things to
yep.
I need to call this one, and then the next call is this one.
Yeah.
And then you
don't
have to remember.
Yeah, it's just a good visual reference. The less things kind of how I go about my day in general is the less things that I can keep in my brain, the better I'm more productive with work and anything else. So same thing with the tournament. Focus on fishing, focus on what you need to do, and focus less on, hey, was it a 15 1/4 that was my smallest? I just got a 15 3/4. So 1/4-inch increments. And then up front, a lot of those tournaments are requiring that you have a decal to have some sort of separation. So we've got a perfect place for that. That will come stock. And we're kind of in the final prototyping stages. So overall weight and price is going to be released at a later date. And then the board will come basically with a floating kit already installed, so out of the gate you will already float.
How do you make it float?
Yep,
it just comes that way.
Yep, basically we're gonna have a floating kit built into the back of the board. It's not there right now, but this is still kind of one of our final working prototypes before we hit tooling, and we do all that in-house, so it's gonna go pretty speedy. But overall, this is a product we're looking forward to kind of finishing the final stages, getting some final specs, and playing with all the accessories. And the one final cool accessory that I like, so we've got the inline track mount. I haven't mounted it on anything just yet, but the double header is hiding somewhere in this booth.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, we've got it on the boat already over here. Forgot all about it. So here's going to be the double header track mount with that Leaderboard rotor grip. So that's just going to slide right in there nice and perfect.
Beautiful.
Make it pretty easy, and that's going to be offset from the boat. But some guys don't want it up there or on the track, so we have a Black Pack Pro option.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
And so the Black Pack Pro option is, by appearance, this is like a simple sheath, but it's actually a locking sheath. So it has a rotor grip and a cam in it that to release it, you have to pull it and it's going to release. But also we have a cam if you just want to do a manual release, so that takes pressure off that rotor grip and the board's going to slide out. Or in the case that you do actually flip your kayak, that board's going to be safe and sound even though it does float. But just so you don't have a complete yard sale, it's all going to be in one piece right there, right on the Black Pack.
Cool. Yeah, that's great. All right, give me a pose with that. Beautiful. Thanks, John. We have a great show.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jeff.